Let's make some Peruvian Huancaína sauce. That's delicious. To make Huancaína sauce, you're gonna need a couple of things. You're gonna need some queso fresco. This one is 10 ounces. You're gonna need some evaporated milk. You'll need some saltine crackers. These are just some whole grain saltine crackers, but you can use whichever ones you like. Here I have a couple of garlic cloves, half or a whole onion. I'm not sure how much I'll use yet. And the star of the show, these are ají amarillos. I have 2 of them in here. Ají amarillo is a pepper native to Peru. And believe it or not, I got these frozen at my local Indian market. I have them in this bowl with some water to help them defrost faster. Let's start off with rough chopping our onions, garlic, and our ají amarillo. Huancaína sauce is a Peruvian sauce that originated in the city of Huancayo in Peru. Huancaína sauce is typically served with boiled potatoes as an appetizer called papa a la Huancaína, and it's typically served at room temperature or cold. I think I'll use a whole onion for this. Now let's roughly chop our garlic. I'm going to cut the stems off of the ají amarillo. Slice these in half, and if you'd like to, remove the seeds. I'm going to keep the seeds because I love it spicy. Growing up, my mom used to make this sauce all the time, and I loved it every time she made it. She decided to show me how to make it, and ever since, I've been in charge of bringing it to any cookout that we go to. Shout out to my mom, I love you. Let's cube up our queso fresco. We're gonna blend all of the ingredients. Let's start off by adding our queso fresco to my NutriBullet. I won't be adding the whole thing right now, I just wanna make sure I can fit everything into this container. Get a pan nice and hot and spray some oil in. Once the pan is nice and hot, you wanna go ahead and add in your ají amarillo, onion, and garlic. To our NutriBullet container, let's go ahead and add our onions, garlic, and ají amarillo. You may not end up using all the vegetables that you sauteed, so just try to fit as much as you can and then press it in. And I know technically you shouldn't put hot things in plastic, but just pretend we didn't do that. Now to this, you want to crush in some of those saltine crackers. That should be good. And lastly, you want to add in some of that evaporated milk to this. Measure with your heart. I used probably a quarter of this. Screw on the lid. You can make this as thin or as thick as you like. It's entirely up to you. If you like it a bit thicker, leave out some milk. If you need it a little bit thinner, add some milk. I'm going to add a little bit more milk to mine. At this point, I'd used about half of that evaporated milk can. Back to blending. Feel free to add salt and pepper to taste. I think that's perfect. Don't do that. This sauce is creamy, a bit cheesy, and spicy from the ají amarillo. Hope you enjoy.